Hello, YouTube land. I just got a practice amp, and it's very similar to the one I'm using for my main for my my gigs and my band practice. Um, so I guess the thing is, how different do these amps really sound? And they really don't sound that different. But I'm okay with that because I wanted to be able to take basically the tone I use with me when I'm just jamming at home. So I have the 35 watt Orange CR. No, it's the C or Crush 35 RT. It's a little bit stripped down compared to the Crush Pro 120. And only the clean and the dirty I can't talk sometimes. Sorry. The clean and the dirty share the same EQ, and but that's really not a big deal because I dial them about the same on both channels, anyways. But this amp really likes to be loud. Um, at a quiet volume when I'm just jamming at home, yeah, it's cool, but it just doesn't sound that good quiet. You gotta really start getting it close to between volume 3 and volume 12 o'clock where it actually starts to sound good. But at home, I can't play it that loud because I'll wake up neighbors. But here, I'm at the jam room, so we're gonna go nuts and play this 35 watt amp, and it sounds pretty killer. It's a good practice amp, but it's also like a good backup amp. Like it's got the CapSim output on the headphones. Like if you wanted to, you could plug it into a soundboard live if you're at a venue where you can actually hear what's going on without having to hear your amp. You can go direct in and it sounds pretty good. It's still really loud for 35 watts, and I'm very impressed with this little practice amp. It's also a great studio amp. It's not bad at all. I really like it. So here's some clean, and then I'll add on effects. The only effect I got on is the amp's just natural reverb that I've got dialed in. Not bad. Um, I just got all the EQs kind of set at their sweet spots. I'm just giving you the overview of the same because I've already demoed the big head. They're about the same thing. All right. I'll throw in some chorus. Bit of delay. So I mean that's the clean, and obviously if you turn the clean up, you get. Kind of get almost kind of Fender Tweed ish type distortion. It's not quite like a Marshall. It's a little cleaner. It sounds more like a Fender, maybe a Vox, kind of in that territory. Very versatile. Sounds really good. Um, let's hear that with a wah. Let's hear that with a wah. So that's the clean. I don't have my foot switch for this thing on me right now. I left it at home, so we're gonna go to dirty. I'm gonna have the gain kind of about 12 o'clock, and then we'll go from there. And then I'll show you, you know, with a tube screamer and noise gate. I'm gonna turn the gain up. I'm just gonna give you the full blown sound, and then we'll go from there. So here's the gain channel. I'll turn the gain all the way up, and then I'll dial in the sound I like. That's not bad either. Let's turn the gate on. That's not bad on its own, really. It's just this amp wants to be turned up loud. Quiet, it just sounds squishy. Louder it gets, the bigger it sounds, the more open, the more crunch. Now I'm going to throw in a tube screamer to just kind of tighten it up a little bit. And you really will start getting those really brutal metal sounds. I think essentially, yeah, it's pretty much the same amp. With some slight differences. This is the combo, so you're hearing the voice of the world speaker, whatever that is. It sounds very Celestion-y. It's got that Celestion bite. You don't have a master volume on this, so it does react a little differently. So you don't have that feature, and you got a shared EQ, and it's got cabinet sim, which the other one, the big one, actually doesn't. The reverb is not foot switchable. The big one is. Other than that, I love this. I love both of these amps. They're great. This 35 watt is a good backup. I'm very impressed with it. It's a great practice, but even practicing at home, you know, if I want it to sound good, it's got to be kind of loud-ish, or I need to get either have like another overdrive or tube screamer for tightening it up at a quiet volume. But that's okay. It reacts a lot like a tube, and that's what I like about the Crush is they don't feel like solid state amps at all. They very much react like a valve, and they sound a lot like a valve. Like, no, nothing's ever 100%. But this gets you 90% there. I mean, even in terms of response, you got to turn it up loud to really get that sound. You gotta get the volume cooking to really get it to open up, which is really cool. Some people might be like, well, what's the point of that? Well, I like that it responds like a tube personally. I like that you gotta really kind of open it up because it's about the feel of the amplifier. So anyways, thank you.